Hello my viewers and welcome to another exciting lesson in Revit. In this lesson, I just want to teach you step by step on how you can model the wood framing that is from start to finish. This is a complete wood framing that you are seeing here, and I'm going to explain all the steps, all the tips and tricks that you need to know for you to create such a framing or within Revit. Now, wood framings are popular in some countries, for example, the United States. Therefore, it's important that you know how to model such a framing, okay? And I try to make sure that I'm very transparent in what I'm showing. What you are seeing here is what you are going to learn, and you are going to learn from start to finish. And at the end of the video, you know on how you can model such a frame, from start to finish. Therefore, I just want to ask you that if you like what I'm doing, the least you can do to support me is to like this video. That is, of course, if you like it, share with your friends, and also subscribe to this channel if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, okay? And before I proceed, I want to ask you that I have some courses in Revit architecture, Revit structure, and robot structure analysis. If you'd like to learn, these softwares from start to finish in a course, make sure that you check the links in the description. You might be interested. So without wasting time, let's get started in this tutorial. So what I'm going to do, as I've said, this is what we are going to learn, the wood framing in Revit from start to finish. I'll just delete everything so that you see how you can do it on your own. So I'll just leave those, that's the base, okay? So I'll start from here. Let me just deactivate that, just like this. So if I just go to the elevation there, you see that we just have level 1 floor and the wall plate. Okay, I'm going to model the framing within here. Then I'll simply go to level 1, just drag a bit there, and I'll go to the floor. Okay, we are right here, and I'll go to structure, and I'm going to start with the beams. Go to structure, I'll go to beam, then pick the beam from here. So you see that I'm just going to pick the 200. I think I have a beam somewhere there, which is 150 by 200. Again, if I go to edit, I can just size the beam the way I want it to be according to the design. Of course, I'll just maintain the size like that. Then I'll make sure that chain is selected. Then I'll simply pick that point, and I'm just trying to create a beam just like that, from there up to there. Then I'll simply escape by clicking there, and I just want to close all these views so that you see what we are trying to do here. If I go to my 3D view, you see that we have the first beams on the floor right there. Okay, now let's have some infill beams here using a tool called the beam system. So I'll still go back to the floor there, and under the beam system, which is right here, I'll go to the framing there. That is the beam system that I've selected. Sorry, once you pick on the beam system, you can go to sketch or automatic. I'll just pick this automatic there. At the beam system, you see that if I hover my cursor there, it's able to show me the direction where I want my beams to be. I want my beams to span in that direction. If I select there and modify, I can select on the beam system once again, and you see that from here you can change the spacing. I'm just using maximum spacing at 1 meter, and that is the size I want to use, the 150 by 50. Okay, as you can see, I have it right here. Then if I go to the 3D view, you see that I have the beam system right there. Okay, now before I proceed, let me show you that you can load these beams from your libraries. So if I just go to insert right there, or if I go to structure there, I go to a beam, it gives me an option to load my under the family there. If I just click there, you see that this is where I'll simply go back there once, and go back once here, go back again. So if this is your library, I'm just using a UK library. If you want, you can load as many libraries as possible, like the US, South African, the Russian library. It's up to you to load what you want to use. So I just went to the UK library, then the structural framing, then wood, then you can pick the wood from here. So I'll simply cancel it. This is how I loaded my beams here. Now let's add the floor here on top here. So what I'll do, I'll go to structure, then go to floor, structure floor. Let me just cancel this one. Okay, so once again, structure. Okay, then right there, the work plane cannot be used. Okay, I can set the work plane if I want. Just go to there, set work plane, then I'll check there and simply pick the floor, then okay, so that if I go to structure there, then go to floor there, then it will allow me to sketch my floor there. If I want, I can just pick that floor, make sure that you go to edit there, and I'll simply go to edit once again there. That is the floor that I'm using. I'll still maintain it. You can see that we have the structure there. We have the layers. We have about 3 layers, but it doesn't matter. In this case, there's a lesson where we are going to talk about how to adjust the layers, but I'll just maintain the floor the way it is with these layers. Then you can sketch your floor by just using the rectangle, this point up to that point. Then click on finish. Then just click outside. Now you see that it's intersecting with the beams. I just need to move my floor up a bit by selecting on that. And remember, this one was 200. The beam, if I select on it, click on edit there, you see that this is 200. So I have to offset my floor by 200. I'll go to level, that is the floor. Then the height offset, I'll just type 200 there, move my cursor up. You see that I have the floor right there. Now I think it's too high from there. What I'm going to do is to type AL for align. Let me just pick that face there and pick the underneath there. You see that it's going to sit right there. So this one is supposed to be 100. Sorry, as you can see, actually 140. It's sitting right there. So I'm happy with what I have. If I want, I can even just paint it a bit, select on that, then go to paint right there, and I want to pick oak. I just want to have the same material by painting on the edges there, because I just want it to look nice, because this is wood. If I want, I can still go inside and change the materials, but I'm just using a paint feature. Okay, as you can see, it looks nice. I'll simply close there, and I'll go to the floor and now start creating my framing, the wood framing. So I'll go to floor, and we are right here. I'll use the wall. Okay, you see what the two that I'm going to use, the wall and the beam system. Then we are going to insert those members. So what I'll do is to go to wall right there. Then I'll simply pick, I think let me pick this generic wall. Let me click on edit there, edit once again. Okay, this is 150. So because that will be the size for my timber there, again, make sure that whatever you are modeling there is according to the design. Then I've just picked a chain there, and at level 1, I want to go to the wall plate. So I've picked height up to the wall plate, and the wall center line is fine. Then I'll just pick that point and continue all the way from that point up to this point, then go all the way up to this point, and finally up to the last point, which is that one. Escape from there and go to my 3D view. You see that I have the wall. Now I'm just using this wall to create my framing. As you can see, it looks cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to start creating my framing, and what I'll do is to simply go to the beam system. I'll select on the beam system. Then you need to set the work plane by clicking there. Just pick the plane from there, click OK. Then I'll pick the face there. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is now to sketch where I want my beam system to be. These are that's the framing. I'll just pick the rectangle and simply pick this point and that point, as you can see. Then I need to specify the direction, for the framing. Okay, for the timber, I'll just pick beam direction and pick that one. I want it to be like that. Then I'll go there. I want the spacing to be maybe 50 centimeters, which is 500 millimeters. That is the maximum spacing. Then I can check from here. You see that that is the timber that I want. Now, what you see within here is what you load. Whatever you load here, you're able to see it. And whatever size you create there, the way I showed you how to change the size, it will still be seen within here. Okay, so these are my my properties that I've selected. I'll just click the green check mark. As you can see, we have the members like that. Okay, if I just click outside, see that we have the members. If I want, I can select on that one there. Later on, I'll simply remove it. But for now, let me first of all maintain it. Now, before I proceed, I want to show that maybe I need the member at the end from here. So I'll select on that and pin it first. Select also on that one and pin it. And if I go to the floor there, we are right here. I just have to move this member to copy actually by clicking on copy and pick that point up to that point. I want a member there. Escape from my keyboard, then pick that one. Remember, I unpinned this one, then click on copy and pick it from here up to somewhere here, then escape there. You see that we have those members like that. Okay. All right. Now, what I need to do here, for example, I need an opening somewhere here and there. I can still modify the beam system by selecting it there, then click on edit boundary and just pick the rectangle there. I just need an opening somewhere here. Okay, again, I'll just, roughly place it somewhere there. Okay, another one somewhere here. We have 2 at the end, so I just want it to be that, just crossing 1. Again, the size, make sure that you are able to edit these dimensions. You can check there. If you want a 550, you can do that, right? Even this one, you want a 550, you can do that. Then the height, of course, you can specify those things, that is 550. And if I check this one, you can check the sizes the way you want them to be. Okay, so then I'll click on the green check mark there. You see that it's going to split that member right there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is to simply, I don't need the wall there. If I want, I can just right click and hide it in view by elements, or I can simply delete it. You see that I have those members. Okay, then I need the member at the bottom and on the top there. So I'll select the member there, right click, then create similar. And first of all, I'll start, creating this member from this point up to that point. As you can see, it's that in that direction, but don't worry, I can select on that and simply go to cross section rotation. Let me try 90. As you can see, I have it right there. Then AL on your keyboard for align, or you can pick it from there. I'll pick that face, and that face, as you can see, it's right there. Okay, what I want to do is to align this one here, but before I do that, anyway, let me select that one. I just want to copy this one, then I bring it down here, or I can go within here. We have the left there. Then I'll use copy. There are different ways of achieving the same thing. I'll just pick that, because of the work plane, I'm not able to put it down there. So, okay, so I'll simply create another one at the bottom there. It's not really a problem. I'll select on that one, right click, create similar, and I'll simply pick that one there and pick it there. You see that I still have to rotate. Select on that member. Let me try the 90 degrees once again. Yeah, it's working, so that's okay. Then for this one also, I just need to align it. Okay, right there by just typing AL on your keyboard for align, then pick that face. And is that the face? I have to be sure that that is the correct face. As you can see, I have it right there. Now it's intersecting with this one. I can use align once again. Okay, as you can see, it's right there. I can move it up. I can use align. I'll select on that, and I can even use another tool here under the justification, although I need to check the distance, how much I need to push it up. But from here, I can even say maybe 35. I need to push it about 35. Actually, it's almost there. So I'll leave it there. 35 is okay. Then what I'm going to do is to just edit. I can leave it the way it is because really, but I'm a perfectionist. I want it to look nice. So I'll select, the beam system right there, then click on edit, and I just want to align it underneath AL from your keyboard, and I just want to align it somewhere there. Then you pick the magenta line. Once you do that, did I align it there? I need to pick the bottom face, tap on your keyboard, click, then pick that line. Okay, then click outside. I also want to align it on top, select that one and the magenta line. Click outside, right click, cancel, click on the green check mark. You see that it's going to cut there. Then for these ones which I just copied, I can simply drag and use the line. You can go ahead and do that. Not waste time on that. So we're just remaining with this one and that one. These are the two members that we need there. I'll select on that one, right click, create similar, and let me see what will happen here. If I just pick that one there, then AL on my keyboard, orbit like that, pick that face, orbit back, just, need to redo this one, select that face, orbit back, and pick that one. You can see that is right there, and this is how I want. If I need to rotate this one actually, so I'll select on that. Let me use a 90 once again on cross-section rotation. If I say 90, is it there? Or I need to use a negative 90. Okay, I think it's okay. All right, so what about if I use a negative 90, or I just need to align if it doesn't work? Okay, yeah, correct. I'm happy with what I have. As I said that for this, you can simply align, okay, or just simply drag. So I'll leave it there. Okay, so as you can see, let me just try to copy this one. Okay, I'm sure this one can be copied because it's not within the system, so I can pick it from here. Is it able to copy? Yeah, but since this one is just a tutorial, I don't want to spend a lot of time. You can still go ahead and align the way I showed you in the video. So you should be able to do it without a problem. I'll go back to this one once again and select on it. And I just want to copy this one, and I want to copy it from this point up to that point. As you can see, it looks perfect. Okay. Again, if you want to align, you can do that. You can select on that. Okay, this one is pinned. Just make sure that you unpin it for these ones which are pinned. If I want to align, I can go to AA again. I've explained on how to align. Tab, so that you pick the bottom face, then you select, then you pick that face. You see, that is how you're going to clean up all these. So just go ahead and use align to finish up those. So as you can see, this side is finished. I'll just cancel like that. Then I'll select all these members, right click, select all instances in visible view. I've selected all these. Oh, I need now to deselect what is at the bottom. Hold Control and hold Shift actually and deselect these, because I just want to copy what I have there from this point to the other side. So I'll go to floor there. And from here, you see, this is what we have. I think I need to subtract something else also. Oh, actually, there's a wall here. Yeah, there are different ways of selecting, so I can still do that. I go to filter and just go to check none, and I can simply just pick the structural framing. I can just pick this. The beam system also, I've left the floors and the walls, apply. Okay, I think this one is perfect now. Then down here, I can deselect. Okay, again, as I said, there are different ways of achieving the same thing. I had a bit of a challenge selecting the wall inside. Otherwise, I don't even need the wall. I can even delete it. But it's good that I'm showing you different ways of achieving the same thing. Now, I've selected the beams there. I'll go to the floor there, and you see that I can simply copy it from this point. And I want to make sure that constraint is selected. I want to pick it from this point up to that point. If it doesn't allow me to copy, as you can see, I just need to just go to the 3D view. I saw something strange. Okay, maybe there's something that I didn't deselect. Maybe is it this? Let me just delete them from here and let me see. Do I still have the beams? Oh, okay, it's like I selected a number of things, but as you can see, I've copied everything there. Anyway, let me just delete these walls because it's just disturbing me. Okay, so I'll just orbit like this. Let me select like that, then filter there, check none, and I just want to delete the walls just like that. Apply OK and delete from there so that it doesn't get in my way. As you can see, it looks perfect, and of course you can align those, trim those if you want. Now let's go this side so that we finish up. Once again, what you need to do is still the same process. You just need to go to this face, you just go to structure, then the beam system, just need to go to set a work plane, then pick a plane, okay, then pick that face, okay, as you can see. Then I'll use the rectangle, and I want to start from the edge there, this point, up to down there by the corner, up to that point. And the beam direction, I just want to show that one in that direction, the spacing 500, and that is the member. Then I'll click on finish, click outside. Okay, now this time let me simply even delete the wall there because I've used it. I have my beams there. Then I just need the member there, and down there, these are the only members that I need. Also, I need to copy a member at the end there and one member at the end there. So what I'll do is to simply select on that one and pin it, then select on this other one. Okay, let me select on it and unpin it. Then I'll go to the floor plan there we are dealing with this one. Then what I want to do is to simply align it, copy it, and place it somewhere here. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll click on copy or see on your keyboard, and I'll copy it from this point up to this point. I have that member there. Okay, then I'll also copy this one to align there. Okay, for this one I already unpinned it, copy it from this point up to this point, as you can see. Then go to the 3D view, you can see that I have those members right there, as you can see, and this is what I want. Okay, now we also need the member on top and at the bottom. Again, the procedure is the same, and you know, I'm just going to select that member, right click, create similar, and I'll pick which point can I pick. I want to pick maybe this point and go all the way up to the end and pick this point here. As you can see, we have it right there. Then I'll select this member and I simply rotate it. Let me try 90. Is it correct? Actually, yes, it's in the right position, as you can see. Then I will not copy the one at the bottom. You can go ahead. I've explained still the same thing. I'll just clean up what is there, because you need the member right here, the way I place this one. So go ahead and place that one. So what I'll simply do is to just edit here. Okay, I just need to edit here. Again, these members, if you want to edit, you can simply make sure that you edit like that so that the joints are correct. Okay, of course, we don't need the mitre here. Just select on that and make sure that the correct, the correct thing is done. Select that one there, and you can do that, or you can simply align on your keyboard and it's going to flash with that other one. So let me just trim there by, changing from the beam system. I'll go to the beam system. What is it? Tab from your keyboard. Is that the beam system? No, I've selected the member. Let's hope I didn't delete the beam system. Otherwise, I'll need to use a different method to edit it. Let me tab. Okay, it's like I deleted the beam system. Now, if that's the case, then you just need to select on that member and pin it, and this can be just pushed up down a bit, but make sure that you don't delete the beam system, so that you just edit, in the sketch mode. But still, even like this, you can still do that. And let me try, trim. Does trim work for this one? I've never tried it. I'll select at the bottom there, tab that face. Do we have a 2 for multiple there? I just want to try. Otherwise, yeah, correct. So you can even trim it like that. So it's actually faster than I thought. So you can even trim those members, because these are just beams from what you are seeing here. Okay, all right, so as you can see, we have trimmed. Then you can also align this one there so that it's correct, but I'll end it here. As you can see, we have those from. Then let's go in front, and what I'm going to do, I'll simply delete this one. I don't need it, because I just want to copy this one here, actually this member, and all these. I'll simply hold Control and select these members. Okay, just these. Okay, as you can see, I'm just holding the Control and selecting all these members. As you can see, hold Shift, go the other side, hold Control and select that member. Then I have selected all the members that I want to copy, but maybe you can even group it. Sometimes it becomes easier, if you group it, then you can copy it properly on the other side. Then you can, ungroup it if you want. So I'll go to the floor there, and I just want to copy it down here. I'll click on copy, and I want to copy it using constraint from this point up to that point. Then okay, then I'll just escape from there, go to the 3D view. Then you see that I have it. Then I can simply, if I want to use this face, you can see that it's perfect there, the way I showed you. Then I can simply select on that one and ungroup this one. Okay, then here we have to create an opening. Okay, let me also ungroup this one so that I'm not disturbed as I continue working here. Then here also need to create an opening, but what I'm going to do is to use split, because I need to split with about 3 members here. So SL for split as a shortcut, you can do that. But I would have loved to maintain the work plane. I'm sorry for that, but I deleted actually it's there, the beam system. That's the easiest for you to split the way I did on the other side. I thought I deleted it. So what you need to do, edit the boundary, make sure that you don't delete the beam system, because from here it's very easy to to do what you want to do in terms of cutting the beams if you want to create an opening. So maybe this is at 2 meters, enter, then I can go this side, and I want this one to maybe somewhere here, then just go down there, join it there, right click, cancel, then split line SL on your keyboard. I just want to split line TR on your keyboard for trim, and trim those just like that. Then just go to finish there. You see that I have opened there. Then I can now create my beam there. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll select that beam and right click, then create similar, and I just want to have the beam there from that point up to that point. Right click, cancel, and I just need to to rotate this one. Let me try 90. If I put a 0 there, okay, then if I go to -90, okay, good. So as you can see, we have it right there. Then cleaning up those the intersections there, you can do that by aligning or using other methods. And then if I want to align this one a L, so I just pick the face there, then I'll just orbit like that, then pick that face. So you see, you are working in 3D and it's easy to orbit, align things, and everything is fine. So I'll leave it here. Let's quickly do the roof, and make sure that you watch up to the end. Don't skip anything, because I want to show you other techniques that you have to use when doing the roof. So for the roof, we have to create the actual roof. What I'll do is go to the floor there, and I'll go to architecture, and I'll go to the roof. Where is the roof? Right here. And I just want to pick any roof. I'll pick this one. Okay. If I go to edit type there, edit, I just want to have 150 because my member for the timber is 150. So deliberate, I'll leave it at that. Then I'll just click on apply. Okay. And I'll simply pick the walls there, and I want an overhang of 500, for example. Then is it picking the supports? No. So I can still use pick lines and still use the overhang of 500. See that I'm able to pick those just like that. Just like that, just like that. Then I'll type TR on the keyboard for trim. As you can see, I'm just trimming the corners. We have it right there. Then what I'll do, I need to specify the slope for this one. Hold Control, select this one, and I can change the slope. Okay, what did I do? Do we define slope? Okay, that one there, and this one here also define slope, or you can even do it from there. So that if you select these two, then you can even change it from there, or you can simply change it from right here. So it doesn't matter. I'll select everything there, and I'll actually set it still okay. I'll click on finish. Then I'll go to the 3D view. Oh, actually I didn't, the base, make sure that you check the base. So I'll select on that roof. I can still change it from here. That is the floor and the slope, but the base offset from level. I don't like this. I like making sure that it's already specified. You create the roof at that level, but I can still change this one. I think that was 2,500. That is the level there. Maybe 2,000. I just want it to sit almost somewhere here, but I can change it later. Okay. So again, I'm just using this roof. I need to create the framing there. So what I'm going to do is again to go to structure there, then go to beam system. Then I'm going to set the work plane. Then I'll pick a plane. Okay. Then pick the face right there. As you can see, then I'll use the rectangle and pick the first point. And oh, I've missed. Sorry, I'm too fast. I'll pick this corner and make sure that I pick that corner. Then the beam direction, I want my members to be in that direction. So I'll use the pick lines and simply pick this one. Then they mark the spacing between these. Maybe let me have about 800, which is 80 centimeters. That is in centimeters. Then I'll click on finish. You see we have those members, as you can see. Now we are going to copy the other members on the edges there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I just want to move this one down so that it's sitting where it's supposed to be, but I can still proceed and right click, create similar, and I'm just creating a similar beam system. Then set work plane, pick a plane. Okay, then I just want to pick this face, then the rectangle, and pick that corner, go all the way up to the end and pick that corner. I'll maintain everything here and click there. Oh, sorry, I didn't do the direction. I'm being too fast. Once again, pick that one and pick the direction. Otherwise, if you make a mistake, you can still go back. That is the goodness with Revit. Don't have to worry. You can edit these things without a problem. Now, what I need to do is to lower this one a bit. I'm trying to lower the roof so that it still sits there. Okay. Right, so what I'll do, I'll base offset from level. Let me simply lower it maybe by 2350 because I want this one to drop. Okay, 2350. Oh damn, what have I done? Okay, I want to do this one. Orbit like that, select the roof. Okay, 2000, maybe I didn't type properly. 2350. Okay, yeah, so I still have to maybe 2200 maybe, which is 2.2. Yeah, it's sitting right there because I want my members to sit right there, as you can see on the plate there. Okay, now I know that here you may need another member on top there so that it's double. It's simple, just you copy this member and place another one on top. You have all the tools that you need to use to place some more members on top so that you have a double there in terms of the beam there, the wooden beam. Okay, so what I would do, I have those members there, and what I'm going to do is to simply first of all pick that member and pin it. Okay, then I want to right click and create similar. Okay, then is it possible that I can use the pick lines under the draw? Click that one, pick lines. Let me try to pick this one, and you see that I have that member, so I just want to have another member at the end. If I want, I can copy this one somewhere there, but I just want to have the member at the end there. You can control the spacing if you want, but this is what I want to have from here. Then the other one right here, I can, you see, it's easy to work with. I have that one, that member at the end. Am I able to pick this one? I also have this one. Okay, so why there's a problem here? I'll just cancel this one. Let me just use the draw here, and I want to have that member from that point. I'm just now drawing. Oh, let's hope you are seeing here. So for the obstruction, then pick the other point up to somewhere here. You see that it's right there. Is it correct? Okay. Yeah. I just need to clean up the corner there a bit. That's not a problem. I can go back there and simply select on that one if I want this one to extend outward, or let me just actually align this one to this one. Again, the tools are there. I'll just demonstrate on this one, AL on your keyboard. So select that face and pick that one. You see that it's going to align. So that shouldn't be a problem when you are working in Revit, especially on this. Let me put another member in the middle there. Now to put a member in the middle there, I'll just go, is it south? Yes, I'll go to south. Let me first delete that one. Make sure that you create a plane somewhere there. So I'll go to structure, then go to reference plane. I just want to have a plane where to create that member there. Then I'll call it, you know, you can give it any name. I'll call it maybe ridge. Okay, this is just a name. Click outside. Then I'll go to one of the views, for example, the west. Okay, this is where I want to create that member. Then I'll go to structure, and the beam there, is that the member that I want? Okay, that's correct. Now, from here, I think I need now to set the work plane. First of all, go to structure or architecture, set the work plane, and make sure that you pick that one there, which I named as ridge. Then, okay. Once you do that, then you can go to structure. That's when you pick the beam now. Let's try to create that member from this point up to that point. Let's hope it works. Okay. Is it there? Go to the 3D view. Why is, oh, actually it's there. As you can see, my member is right there. Now I can go ahead and even hide the roof. As you can see, we are almost here. It's just a few things that you need to hide here and there. Otherwise, our frame is perfect. Let me select now the roof and simply delete it. And we are here. So I'll simply select there. Check none there. And I just want to pick the roof. Okay, apply. Delete, and as you can see, this is our frame. So perfect, so nice. So once again, if you like what I'm doing on this channel, make sure that you like my videos, subscribe and share with your friends, okay? That is the least you can do to motivate me. Otherwise, I spend a lot of time prepare these things so that you can learn for free. So see you in some upcoming tutorials.